Yo, what's Gucci guys? What's good? What's Gucci guys? What's good Gucci guys? So Reza is supposed to be on fucking call, and he did tell me. Now he's calling me. Okay, he's calling me. Yo, broski, I'm streaming already.
Oh shit.
Yo, shit, you say hello to the motherfucking chat. Come on now.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, because
Hey,
3 minutes turned into 7 minutes. That's what happens when I suggest shit. So how's everyone? How is everyone? Hungry, man. You should eat.
someone saying my voice is quiet, I think.
Reza voice quiet. I don't trust you. That's the thing. I don't fucking trust you. Okay, talk now.
Yo, yo, yo.
Okay, is it good now?
From the stream, it seems like I'm playing through the speakers or something.
Try it again. Just talk again and see what happens.
Okay, let's see. Let's see now. Still.
That's weird. Testing. Test. Yeah, you should not be. You should be talking from the desktop. Why the fuck are you not talking from the desktop? Why the fuck are you not talking from the desktop? Why does this happen every time? Talk?
Yo, 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 yo.
No, fucking at all. Now?
Yo.
No, nothing. What the fuck? Why?
Maybe I answer to rejoin the call?
No. This is not it, man. This is not it. This is not it. I'm telling you. It's not picking up. It's not picking up at all. Okay, try now.
Yo, testing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we back in it.
Anyway, how is everyone? How is everyone in this post Lujuria, post Enneagram the fuck 8 book dropping? Ring in the basement for how long? Ring in the basement indefinitely. I'm joking. I'm gonna start. I was asking Ring, let's have a fucking chat. Let's maybe have something. And if I'm thinking maybe next week, we're gonna have a big entry with Ring. Big entry, going over the whole book, just learning everything. Maybe not even fuck the book, but learning about Enneagram, learning about everything. So don't worry. He's safe. He's in good hands, you know. Ring and basement. For once, Reza is louder. Well, we don't want him to be louder, though. We don't want him to be louder. So I lowered his volume a bit. Because No, we fucking don't. No, we fucking... Yo, Jay. People get decapitated for less. People get decapitated for less. But, guys, what you think about the book? What you think about your types? Some of you maybe typing as Enneagram 8. I know Reddit got traumatized by the book because I was checking. They're traumatized by it. All of them retyping. And for some
Damn,
reason...
they actually are?
I'm fucking with you. But you know what? You know what happened though on Reddit once? I saw on the Enneagram 8 subreddit, someone posted the book, like, hey, this is the book, in a quote. And someone was like, this is just sexual 6. This is counterphobic 6. I'm like, how are you gonna call the fucking Enneagram 8 book counterphobic 6? It's so like, What? It's weird.
Yeah, they know better. They know better than the people making this shit.
I know, right? Can women be SP8? Amir, stop fucking. See, that's the thing about you, Amir. You're a funny fucking guy. No. Let's put you in give you fucking perspective. You a funny guy, passive. For all accounts, passive individual that seems completely harmless. But you're fucking weird. You're weird, and the reason why you're weird is because sometimes you come to those questions. You come to those questions where you might act like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it. Like, I don't know any better. Hey, I got autism. But I feel like you know better. So I feel like you're fucking with us. Don't be fucking with us. How, if I'm trying to determine if I'm a 6 or a 5? The truth is, right? That the 5 is even more passive, more detached from the world than the 6. The 6 is in many ways a logically linear individual. In many ways, there's a certain rigidity that exists in the Enneagram 8, certain rationality that is simply not there with Enneagram 5. Most 5s that you see on the internet are mistyped. True Enneagram 5s are virgins. True Enneagram 5s are fucking basement dwellers. True Enneagram 5s want to get fucked in the ass. And now I know what you guys thinking. That's, whoa, that's, you're stereotyping. Bro, I have literally Enneagram 5s telling me this. Genuine, non-mistyped Enneagram 5s. Are you paranoid or generally? What are your thoughts on SP4? Why Glag? Oh, see, but that's the thing. That's the weird. That's the weird thing about Glag. It's a very weird thing. I don't mind F1, F4, SP4. I'm okay with it. The SP4 right now is sick, so it's hard to do their interview when they're sick, But yeah, it will be kind of difficult to do that, You know what I'm saying? It will be kind of difficult. But let me do something. Because I don't like the title of this fucking... I don't like the title. Enneagram Lujuria Part 2. No. Come on, we're not... Come on now. Okay, we're back to Enneagram 1. So guys, let's talk more about the book. And let's talk about psychosophical, not correlations, because we're done. Correlations are bullshit, obviously. The more you try to correlate, the more butt fucked you get. Plus, the authors all disagree with each other, so like, I don't even understand it. Okay, but what you guys think about each subtype of the 8? Did it surprise you in correlations? What do you think? I'm curious about you guys. SPA description made me feel sad.
Damn.
You hear that, Rezo?
That's crazy. You gotta explain why, though.
You have to explain why, bro, because that's a very serious allegation. Human Design. I've never read it. No, I've never read it. I am a typology channel, not a fucking psychology channel. Although I do like psychology a lot. So, Human Design, is it about like human behavior? Stuff like that? I mean, obviously, right? I often see 6s described as non-creative. It's a detail. It's a small detail. The difference is that it's true that the Enneagram 4 is defined by its creativity and emotionality. The difference really is with for example, the 4, that the emotionality, the creativity, it runs deep. It is so identity focused, so all about emotions. So that's in a sense how similar 6 and 4 can seem outwardly, but the creativity might manifest itself a bit differently. Now 5s and 6s, 5 would probably have higher creativity, but it's not something you should type people based on. You shouldn't type people based on this trait, how creative someone is. Someone can be, everyone's different. One person can be this creative, one person can be less or more creative. So it's not a good way to look at it. But I made a video, I think, explaining differences between the Enneagram types, and you can check it out, and you should see it. By the way, I wanna. What surprised you about the social 8? And do you still type as a self-preservation 8? That's my question for you. The greed of 8. Why does it scare you? What greed of 8? After the book, I don't think Vi from Arcane is social 8. She isn't. Vi is a self-preservation 8. Thoughts on my argument? What argument? Specific one, because there were many. Your room looks sick now, man. I remember the OG setup. Oh, Kai. That's Kai. What's up, Kai? Thank you, man. Thank you. Change some things, you know? As a 6, I feel I'm pretty creative. Again, creativity is such an individual trait. So I cannot sit here and tell you that.
Yo, bro, I'm kind of curious about something.
Go ahead.
Very curious, actually. What if everybody in the chat puts in their thought for the subtype? Let's say, for example, sexual 8 and SP8. What would the psychosophy type be? I want to know. I want to gauge people's opinions on this. What most of them say, you know, like almost like a poll.
No, guys, put. Okay. Type number 1, SP8. Put your fucking correlations. All of them. I don't give a fuck. All of them. Put them in the chat right now. SP8. Which correlation? Do it. And to answer your question, by the way, this is a very average social 6. Welcome to the real world. What does a social 6 do? It's not on Reddit. Social 6 is a detached individual, intellectualized individual, struggling with emotions, fixating on systems, systematic thinking. That's why you see them in academic environments. They're very intellectualized or system oriented, and they attach themselves to systems. Okay, Okay.
Interesting, right? Check this out, because we're gonna talk about this shit.
Okay. The argument why I disproved of sexual 8. It's hard to disprove something that many examples have been typed as that. So you would basically have to deny the authors and people like that, you know? And I don't know why people are so against this combination. Like, I think it's because it comes from a very serious misunderstanding of 8. I think they read it, they think, 8, there's a disconnection from emotions. Wow, look at them, they're Sigma, so they have to be obviously low emotion. Sexual 8, low emotion. Seductive type. Operating, romantic type. Operating with emotions. We type as a fucking low emotion. It is ridiculous and weird. But I understand why people think it, but it's a misunderstanding, you know? The disconnection from emotions doesn't mean that the asexual 8 doesn't even feel them or express them. They do. In fact, the book even states that those emotions are hidden, but at the end of the day, they're still there. So there's just whatever. I will get to it. SP is probably the most mean type. Damn, you hear that, Reza?
Damn, man. Fucking why, man? Why people say?
Why would you say it's so mean, bro? My best friend is a fucking SP8.
Golly.
Man, you butchering him like that. It's fucking weird. Okay, so we have FLVE, FLVE, FLVV, FEL, FVLE. Come on.
Interesting,
now.
Right?
Come on now.
Why would it be 4V though?
Come on now. You did good, but come on now. FLVE. I don't see FLVE being the most fitting for SP8s. Maybe VFLE. You guys, FLVE is too snakish. FLVE or VFLE. Do you think Social 8 is the most 1V 8 core? 100 million %. SX8 can be FEVL. There are examples of typed by authors and typed by Alexander, the author of PY, as FEVL. Rasputin was typed as FEVL and 8 core, and I know Osha was typed as FEVL and Enneagram 8. Social 8 is the most, maybe FLVE if not for 2L. Not very 1V. 1V is not an ape. Okay? Not gonna lie, there's no second placement that fits Enneagram 8 by itself. But FLVE really fits SP8.
I'd agree with that personally.
Yeah, because people keep talking about second logic. Like, you are not someone who... You can adopt second logic, you utilize it, right? But it's not... Although FLVE is not even described as someone...
Well, it's not described like
who's
that.
like a geek,
Like,
you know?
Yeah, I'll pull it up, man. I'll pull it up and I'll read about it because, like, I'll read a paragraph. It's described as a quiet person.
They probably are saying FLEV because of the quote about, yo, what's up, Roshiro? The G, the fucking OG of the psychosophy. But the excessive of physics should still be 1F. Yeah, I mean, probably, right? 2F fits Enneagram 8. I want you guys to explain to me, right? Like, without coping. Like let's not cope. Like, I understand people will try to justify it. It's fine. The system is not perfect. In fact, the system is shit in many ways. We already know that. But how is an SPA, right, who uses his body, who literally quoted in the book, uses his body, materialism, as means to get power, that the world is perceived through his body, we are typing as 1V. Someone who cannot even delay immediate gratification. And then we're saying that's 2F. Why? Why is someone so immersed and so obsessed with physics suddenly type second physics, which, by the way, is balanced? It's balanced. I'm not saying 2F can't be Enneagram 8, right? I don't believe they can't. What I'm saying is the SP8 is beautiful example of someone who has an overemphasis on the physical world, their body, their physical strength, their resources, their territory, to then get to impose their will. That's what they do. I'm trying to join the Discord. If someone would approve me, I'll approve you after I'm done. Are we still using placements? Are we using description? It's personally, I don't go like fully by description, like 100 fucking million %, but placements in conjunction and how they work together, that's, to me, that's the most important.
Now check this out. It's a trade quote about the body, right, from the book.
Yes. Can you post it? Can you post it in the chat?
Yeah, I'll post it.
Post it in the chat.
Using the body as the territory that reaffirms autonomy, right? And so many other things. I'll get the one where it says it connects them to the world, basically.
Yeah, what's Gucci? Javier, that's weird. Javier's here. That's weird, man. What the fuck? Second physics, literally just a family guy that cooks for others, cares for them. They clearly ain't selfish. And they're not excessive. That's the big one. The hyper excessiveness of like losing yourself in the physical hedonism. By the way, I typed to second physics. Never had issues with any substance abuse. Never had any fucking addictions. I can drink, I can say stop. I smoke some weed, I don't overdo it. I say fuck the weed. That's how it is. I see a friend of mine, oh my god, maybe they're doing too fucking much, bro. You need to be careful, bro. You need to watch out for your fucking diet. You need to kind of take care of yourself because that shit's gonna damage you. That's gonna fucking kill your ass. That's how it is when physics is not overemphasized. I'm not here indulging. I fucking need physical fucking excess. It's possible to be second physics in 8, but the SPA like Reza, that's a big defining quality between me and him. He's incredibly fucking excessive in the realm of physics.
Very, very interesting, stark difference because it's, as you said, very visible as soon as you see me in person. You know.
How do you type football players? I saw you typing Maradona. Man, I don't type many football players, to be honest. Cristiano is in the Enneagram 3. I don't know why the fuck people type Cristiano Ronaldo as an Enneagram 2. He's like a blueprint of an Enneagram fucking 3. So some type of Enneagram 3. That's pretty much it. Fuck the rest, right? Fuck the rest. Who is this guy? Sounds like my grandfather. It's Reza, bro. Right? What the fuck, man?
Your grandpa sound like this, bro?
Yeah,
That's
his grandpa is
crazy.
like a SPA or some shit.
Damn.
There are 1Fs who can delay physical indulgence. 1Fs are athletic and lean like me. This is not to say many fighters are Enneagram are a 1F. Many
Yeah.
UFC fighters. This is like the most common placement for bodybuilders, UFC fighters. I'm not saying they can't delay physical indulgence, but even those bodybuilders are completely fixated on their bodies, on crafting their bodies, on completely just crafting it and fixating on it. Which not only that, you have to take into consideration your volitional placement. If you're 1F and 3V, you're not gonna delay physical indulgence. Shit's not gonna happen. If you're 1F 2V, might be the case, but not fucking 1F 3V. Not fucking 1F 3V. Do you support a football team? I used to. Barcelona. Before Barcelona, it was Manchester United, but I was young, you know. Now I don't really give a shit. Nice to meet you,
Like
Reza.
in Barcelona. Let's do it. Nice to meet you, man.
I'm sexual form. Come on, man. Don't fucking just say you're Kai, man. Don't be. Come on, man. Come on. Enneagram 8 instinctual free for all. SP8. I'm gonna go for SP8 gonna win. I'm sorry, bro. I'm a glazer. That's true. 1F gets described by the age of 30. They are obese or they're like fat. So it's true. It's not like, oh yeah, they're super like in shape. Nah. The lower the will, the more cooked and hedonistic the first physics will be. You can see this by comparing FVXX psychotypes with FXXXV psychotypes.
Yeah, check this out. When Enneagram 8 conservation wants to do something, they give themselves to it with their whole body, with their whole being. Their way of connecting to the world is their body.
But bro,
So
post it in the fucking chat, bro. Post it in the chat.
yeah, I'll post this shit.
Doesn't 2F fit social 9 and SP1 better? Maybe, maybe not. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Maybe it does. What do you mean better, by the way? I don't think like 2F fits 8 core very well. As in like, oh, it's the best fit. No, it's not. It's not. Are you ESTP? I do type myself as an ESTP in the MBTI. Is it that SP8 neglects vulnerability in general or only outwardly? Because we both type me as SP8, but I believe being vulnerable when I'm alone is something I'm okay with. What you think about this, Rizza?
Speaking from personal, so I'll answer personal experience, and then I'll try to find something in the literature that talks about this. But for the SP8, for me personally, I don't find myself feeling vulnerable at all off like alone in isolation or with people. I just don't find myself even delving to that level. From what I remember reading in the book is that the SP8 has hidden vulnerabilities and fragility deep inside, but it does not mention anywhere that it's a conscious feeling. If anything, SP8 is mentioned multiple times that it has very potent disconnection, very significant disconnection from emotion. So maybe in high levels of health by connecting with emotion and shit like that, but on the average, SPA should not be connected to certain emotions of fragility and vulnerability, even in isolation.
I think
So you're either
the book paints it as a coper, like heavily fucking coped, even.
does it does it mention a conscious recollection of certain emotions?
Not conscious, but they're still fucking like turbulent and shit.
Like okay, so
I think what
in what
happens is that
sense?
you're not aware. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not crossing to the conscious, you know. But is it there? Yes, there is in the book. It mentions that there is internal fragility and vulnerability that is overcompensated with all this behavior. So yes, it's there, but I have not seen it being mentioned that it's usually in the conscious forefront or anything like that, unless very healthy, which is very possible. I don't know if you're how healthy you are, you know. So as an average, SPH should not be that connected though.
Yeah, I don't know how it is, but for me, it's also like a certain lack of awareness of my own pain and my own struggles and my own vulnerabilities. It seems like a lack of awareness. And that kind of is problematic, you know?
Plus, for
I
the
feel like
for the
that's the
SPA, it
biggest
is the
thing.
most
It's lack of
disconnected.
awareness.
For the SPA, it is the most disconnected from emotions. So at least they should be the ones to feel that a bit, to feel that the least from all the eights. So I want to post this shit. I want to post the quote, but I can't because I think it exceeds limit.
Fuck.
So maybe I send it to you. You post it, maybe,
Nah, I don't think I can.
or is it
It's
gonna be
way
the
too
same
fucking long.
shit? Right. Okay. I'll just post half of it then. I'll post. So guys, you can see this is the first part of it, and now I'll send the second part of it. You guys can read it easily.
Oh man. Damn.
This is the second part of it. Same way, sexual eights main tool in navigating the world is their expression and the way that they invade relations and almost control that aspect. Same way that social aid does this with groups and causes, the SPA does it with their body and materials. So, in a sense, I don't think you can really type anything other than 1F.
I could tell you're FE from you raise your eyebrows. Oh my god, please no. Not this shit, you know? Not this shit. Please don't traumatize me. You're gonna type me based on my how my eyebrows move. Like, what's next, you know? Motherfuckers typing people by their dick sizes. I mean, maybe that's the next stage. Which part of the book was the most relatable? You know what's crazy about the book? I would say there are many things, but the one thing that stood out in a way was like, wow, how could the book know this, or like how could it be so accurate, or in this? It was the attitude towards friendships, and believing of and having hard time to maintain friendships, hard time to maintain constant contact, and not really having that type of need for it because it's not really as intimate as if it would be in an intimate relationship. And for me, it was something that I always really preached. I'm like, why would you, be just the friendship is never gonna be as intense as a fucking intimate relation, regardless if it's sexual or in nature or romantic in nature. It's intimate. So I never understood why the fuck would you pick the friendship over the other part. It never made sense to me. And to see that explained was really interesting. But also some of the things about how they can react when they're wounded or hurt, becoming more cold and withdrawn and all of that stuff. It even details like this, even details like this. So for me, that was a big one, especially the attitude towards friendships, towards relationships, and I didn't expect that to be explained. Even what's crazy, social phobia, which is weird. The concept of social phobia kind of being masked almost as this arrogance and contempt, and disregard for other people, but it actually is masking social phobia, which was like, how the fuck would they know this? But I found it very. It spoke to me. What about you, man, Reza? What you find?
One of the first things I came across reading this shit that really fucking, I was like, no fucking chance. Like, there's no way that they even fucking write about this. But before the book came out, everybody talking about SPA that they will never be generous to their circle, would never fucking, if anything, they're extremely selfish, even with their loved ones, right? And I always fucking even brought it up to Rust. I was like, yo, like I'm fucking, I'm very generous with my inner circle, especially materially, if anything, right? And I just never was able to make sense of it. But when reading the book, bro, one of the first things that you fucking read is that they're extremely generous with their inner circle, as long as it doesn't put them in a position of weakness. So there is that trait of generosity with the inner circle, right? With people basically close to you. Another one is the I used to read Satisfaction before the book came out, and I never related. I was like, what is this satisfaction shit? I never had a good grasp on it. Once the fucking book came out, and then I read more into it. It's just the indulgence, man, the excessiveness, the shit that you put your body through, the lack of delayed gratification. All of that shit to me was insane. And there was a quote about the childhood related to a parent, and when I read that shit, it was one for one with what the fuck I had. And I even sent it to Russ, and he was like, "What the fuck?" Remember that shit?
Yeah.
There's a quote, yeah, I don't know, man, how they do this shit, but
Yeah, it's weird. What surprised me were the details. The
the
details. You
details,
know.
Yeah,
Like
they go
how
into
they
it and it
captured
just
the
rings true.
sexual the sensitization of like they went through they explained the step by step of becoming the type, which is basically exactly what the fuck I talked about, you know, the authoritarian fucking parents. And I feel like that makes sense because now everything is restrictive to you, every idea, and you're basically fighting your authoritarian parents in your adulthood, and everything almost is supposed to remind you of that. So that's why institutions or religions or anything really can be can make people rebel because of that, you know, because that's what happened to them when they were young. So super fucking interesting. But let me see what people are saying. What you mentioned about relationship is a thing of, I read it in the sexual aid, obviously. So it varies from type to type. Yeah, it varies from type to type, but I'd probably assume it's obviously done because of the sexual instinct. Why would intimate, close friendships be a hindrance to a romantic friendship? It's like, I'll be honest, right? I never really understood guys who befriend chicks. Like, I'll be honest with you, 100,000,000%. I'll be as honest. I never understood the concept of being a man and befriending women. I'm not saying like you can't talk to girls and shit and like whatever, but like actually spending fucking time meeting and engaging and putting your energy to fucking to what exactly? It's so fucking weird. It is such a fucking weird phenomenon that seems to be normalized in society, but it makes no sense. So to me, I would rather be more intimate. That's what the fuck I want. Why the fuck would I want friendship? I'm not here for the friendship bullshit. That doesn't fucking do anything for me. So either it's intimate or no, not at all. You know, and I'm saying friendship as actual friendship, like actually meeting one-on-one, spending time, putting your energy. If it's not intimate, there's no fucking point. That's how I viewed it. Now, with my friendships with people nowadays, the way I view it is, of course, I'm not gonna pour as much fucking energy and time into my friendships as I would into my time with my wife. It's just such a different. There, you cannot, and I am sure even most normal people will agree. A friendship is not gonna have the intimacy and depth of an intimate relationship, of a romantic relationship. That's just for most people. The relationship you have with your wife is always gonna dominate the relationship you have with everyone else, because the intimacy is what creates a next level depth to the relationship. So I feel like it's kind of natural. I think most people can get the mindset, but maybe many people don't see it. They're like, no, actually, I'm closer to my friend than my wife. Well, if that's the case, if you're closer to your friend more than your wife, you should fuck your friend. I think you should suck him off and fuck him. I think at that point, like, why not? You know? Also, no, fundamentally untrue. I'm a guy with many friends that are women that I'm not attracted. I've been attracted to many of them. Point is, uh, I think the whole idea of like, can you be friends? It's not a discussion of can you be friends. In my opinion, you can be friends. You have men and women can be friends. Yeah, okay. Like yes, there are it happens. Many times they can't. I would say 70% of the time maybe they cannot. They fucking can't. The guys always wanna fuck the woman. Like that's just how male fucking. And it's always one-sided, right? Because the woman wants only a friendship. The guy, he's a sneaky bastard. The guy is a sneaky cunt. He's a fox. He's gonna play the nice guy card. So he wants something more, and then he gets friend zoned like an idiot. So, yeah, but of course you can be friends with women. It's not a weird thing. But I'm just saying, I just personally never saw the point. What is the point? But everyone's fucking different. It is the more gendered than individuals are, less likely they are to be friends, and ultra masculine dudes with ultra feminine women is hyper rare. I mean, for me it was basically, and don't be calling me fucking Andrew Tate, you motherfucker. We're not even similar. We're not even fucking similar. Our values are completely fucking opposite. Okay? So the truth is, the way I viewed it is because the friendship doesn't have the intimacy. That's the fucking goal, not anything else. Andrew fucking Tate wouldn't say this shit. He wouldn't fucking say this shit. The guy is not even romantic in any fucking way. He doesn't even give a fuck about... He doesn't even care about that shit. So it's different. For me, it's simply not worth it because it's not intimate relationship. I put my energy in my intimate relationship. Simple. Fuck, man. Fuck me. This motherfucker. The conservation, the connection with... I mean, look at this, guys.
Yeah,
Look
check
at
this
this.
shit out. In E8 conservation, the connection with the sensory has an overwhelming force. It is a direct and primal way of being in the world. The body becomes the main territory of affirmation, pleasure, and power. It is from the body that they feel alive and in control of the situation. Bro, it's like you cannot justify anything other than 1F for this. It even mentions above how it's the main way, the body's the main way to enforce will. So they use it to enforce that shit. Meaning it's definitely used more so than V or 1V in the sense that people think.
Damn. That's good shit. That's good shit. Let me see. What causes neglect of the third position and instinctual variant? Can you rephrase that word? I don't know what do you mean by that. What do you mean by that? Andrew Tate is said to be INFJ by OPS, yeah. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Yeah, OPS thinks fucking Jesus Christ was a fucking SLE. He thinks, OPS thinks that fucking, who else fucking, let me think of something fucking ridiculous. What's a ridiculous concept? Whatever. But the point is, that it's a fucking jerk off, it means nothing. Masculine SE, what does that even mean? Feminine SE, masculine SE, it's so dumb. Oh my god, it's so dumb. I don't know, my close friendship are extremely intimate. Listen. So you're saying you have like 5 hyper intimate friendships? Or 4? Or how many? Or do you mean like 1 or 2? Like what do you mean? Because Reza is my best friend. Reza is my best friend of 3 years. And you can fucking define our fucking friendship as brotherhood. You can define our friendships as brothers. And yes.
Yeah, help each other out, all those things, but
What do you mean?
Saying that it's the same as like a fucking like with my wife. No, man,
It's
there's
not
a
the same.
difference and shit.
It's not the same.
How's it gonna be?
It's deeper than everything else. All the all the other friendships, but it's still not the same as the wife because wife is different. I mean, that's natural. One day you're gonna get a fucking wife and you're gonna see it. Or maybe you're gonna be sucking off all your friends. All of your friends will line up and you're gonna suck all of them off, and your wife's gonna be like sitting there like, what's going on? What's he sucking them off? Maybe.
Maybe people got to know that this quality is also pronounced in the sexual instinct, right? In the any sexual subtype. So other people might have it,
Where the fuck
not
is
as much, not
pragmatism?
as intense.
Where the fuck is pragmatist? Intimacy. So listen, intimacy is simple. Intimacy indicates that there's a sexual energy between two people, right? It can mean sexual in nature. Actually, it always means sexual in nature. I'm fucking sorry, right? When it comes to like romance, it's always sexual in nature. Otherwise, you're roommates. But it's intimate. It's romantic, right? It is romantic in nature. That's what intimacy is. That's how I viewed it always, right? So for me, going to a tea party and talking about rocket science wasn't exactly something I would even put my energy into. Why would I? So that's how I'm viewing it. There's been new discussion of sexual 1, 1E, 2E. How do you feel about this? I know that Celestial, the goat types Terrence from Whiplash as one EFVL. I mean, it's interesting. I understand why they're doing it. I'm skeptical, but I fuck with it. What the fuck? Albert Einstein as an ESFJ sexual too. Yes, because he's... I need fucking pragmatists to join the motherfucking stream. I need my fucking answers. Fuck. What's the difference between SPSO and SPSX? Oh, come on. What the fuck, man? The difference is that there's... The difference
Go ahead,
is
man.
that one of them relates to sexual, has sexual fucking tendencies. The other has social tendencies. That's it.
What's up, Paul? I just put a Linktree link discussing exactly this, and maybe if someone's interested, they can click on it. It's the Linktree link right here.
Ow. You fucking join. Yes! Pragmatist, motherfucker, pragmatist. I'm gonna fucking drill him. I have questions for pragmatist. So I fucking... You are basically fucking your friends. You are sucking all of your friends off. You're the type of a guy to have a girlfriend and a wife and then be like, honey, I need to go out with my boys for the weekend and spend more time with your boys than you do with your own wife. You're one of those guys. That's crazy. Okay, pragmatist, thank you, bro. Thank you. Listen, you got me a bit fucked up on the stream. Because I was reading what you were saying, I felt so frustrated. I'm like, I can't fucking believe it. I thought I had the answers. Then I ask you, and now going back and forth now. I'm going in a circle. What now? What now? Let me read what you said to me. Yeah, fourth logic. Not bad. Right? We can both agree. Not bad. Oh my god. I was trying to be as honest as I possibly could. And I still didn't get the fucking... How? Okay, listen, pragmatist, listen. The 2E thing, it's hard to make it work, right? Like, we're being realistic. 1F would be hard to... I'm not even first physics. Right? I'm not. I wish I was. I wish I was a fucking. I wish I was, but I'm not. 4E is weird. I mean, 4E makes no fucking sense for someone, right? 4E. That's like Reza is 4E. I would be like fucking Reza. That makes no sense.
Imagine Russ being 4E, zero influence on the emotional landscape, right?
No, I'm not saying
Passive
that you.
with it.
No. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not. I don't think you're saying I'm a LARPer. I'm just saying I was trying to be as. I was really trying to be as transparent as I possibly could, and I thought maybe if because I would be as transparent, maybe then it would make everything so obvious and clear. But still, it isn't, because there's like 1v traits, 1v qualities, which I understand, of course. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you that. Yes, that, I get that. It makes sense. They're the 3v, and then 4L is not bad, but then fucking, I don't know what the fuck to make of it. And you know what's crazy? Before that, I was like, that makes sense. Like, I think I'm that type. That makes sense. And I really thought about it. Now I ask you, I'm decapitated. Now I'm fucking gonna go in circles again. And it's like, why? 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 Tate can still kick our ass in the ring. I mean, I would hope that Tate, Andrew motherfucking Tate, can kick my ass in the ring, considering he was a fucking kickboxing champion. In fact, if he would not kick my ass, I think it would be very embarrassing, right? To lose to a Polish YouTuber. That would be very weird with 5,000 subscribers. That would be very weird. So, of course, I would hope he'd beat my ass, because he should have beat my ass. What does that mean, by the way? Slime your mans? It's weird. What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate's being typed? No. I used to think that. I used to entertain that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Ah, fuck. Itself would be a good fit. Pragmatist, you know what the issue is? Bro, denial, bro. Like, I'm not even lying to you. The denial. Like, it runs so fucking deep, right? That I wish I was weeping. I wish I was crying and feeling like, I don't know, show to the world. I'm crying. I'm so, I can't do that. I fucking can't do that. I can't. I wish I was a weeper, because if I was a weeper, all of it would be easier. We could say, wrap it up. He is this, he's that. If he's threatened around superior people, but I used to always think I'm result fucking volition. I don't know. I'm curious what other people think about your typing. I don't generally get people. I mean, I know Roshiro. Roshiro is a go. Roshiro is like, listen, EFVL fits you. High emotion, 100 million% fits you. And the argumentation isn't just, let me explain your third volition. It's the overemphasis on the first placement that gets offloaded. But I can understand why it might seem weird, Like, I get that. I get why it might seem weird. But Celestial, another one, another goat. He thinks, obviously, you know what he thinks about my typing. So those are the two people. Naum, I think Naum typed me sexual 8, but he doesn't really. he types me. I don't think he has truly like an opinion that's really reasoned out when it comes to psychosophy. And other than that, I don't really have strong opinions from others. Other than, yeah, I mean, no one really comes to me with an opinion that matters in a sense, you know, outside of like external input, which is dog shit and retarded. Like people typing me the dumbest fucking things. So obviously those don't matter, but that's all I have. What are some of the big changes since the book dropped? The social aid being much more. I'll tell you the biggest changes: loyalty, protectiveness, even justice orientation were moved to sexual subtype. That explains, and that really helped me. But I was surprised. I was like, "Fuck, okay, shit." But that surprised me. Complicity, right? Social aid being much more, bro, a bitch, being not a bitch like she's bitch made, but being more fucking like just an unpleasant individual in many ways. Like not even this social 9, it's a hierarchical, power obsessed individual with a delusion of grandeur and like beliefs of like being a hero, having a heroic mission, and that's like, it's there, this ideal is there since beginning. So for me, that's what really surprised me about the book. Reza, what surprised you about the book? What you think?
The different manifestations of SB8. Because people always used to think it's that Logan Roy look, right? Just charismatic and outward and you know, almost like not even isolated in any sense. But when the book dropped, one of the first things is talking about the manifestations of SB8 and how there could be an indolent manifestation, which means basically low energy, you know, isolated. Uh, almost like you know, like a character similar to Wolverine or what's the other guy's name? Fuck, I forgot. But basically, the manifestation of the SB8 that many people used to type as SB9. It could be a very indolent type. It could be very even non-expansive, non-expressive. It's a very interesting manifestation. That is probably the least eightish of all the subtypes. It's a very interesting one. That caught me off.
Uh, why can't you? Do you just not want to show it because of third edition or don't feel it? It's a mixture of everything. I'll explain this, guys, to you so you guys can understand how fucked it is, because people think like, but me and Reza, we have the same thing. I did an MMPI 3 test, which some of you that might be aware of what MMPI is. It is the psychological assessment test, pretty much the one used in psychology. You know, whenever you go have a psychiatry, fucking psychologist, that's what they use. It's a professionally fucking,
The most elaborate.
it's
Yeah.
most elaborated
You
300 questions.
used even for shit like government positions and fucking like people who work in nuclear facilities. It's a crazy test.
So I did the test, and you know what they told me? And you know what they told me? It told me that my answers were honest, but there were likely signs of underreporting and fake good results, which means
Yeah.
that I appeared more well adjusted than I actually might have been.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I was honest. Why the fuck I was honest? What does that mean? I look at the scores. This constraint, 68. By the way, 65 is clinical. So I'm already clinical, right? This constraint. Impulsivity and everything. It's already 68. And I'm healthy right now. Let that sink in. Externalizing behaviors, 65. Right on the cutoff of clinical. Internalizing behaviors, fucking non-existent. Which means I don't fucking internalize anything. Low, and you know what's crazy? The funniest thing about this? Low, it was negative emotionality. And guess what it was? It was unusually low. which was the lowest score possible on that test. It was scored by a psychologist, by the way. Does that mean I genuinely think I don't experience those things? Like, wow, he's so fearless. He has no fear, no anxiety. No. I read that and I'm like, that's not true. That's such bullshit. I don't think this is me. Like, I must be underreporting the fuck out of this test. And I know I am. Intellectually, I understand this makes sense. But in the moment, I'm not. I take any Big 5 test. I always get low neuroticism. And I assure you, it is underreported. 100 million %. I genuinely believe it, but I don't think that's how it is. I think it is that the scores are higher. I'm just not really aware of it. Because it requires fucking introspection, like emotional introspection. How do I feel when this happens? You know? So that's my opinion. It's simply just lack of fucking access to the internal world for myself, which is frustrating. Then I would make would for sure make a lot of 8s have the same problem you have.
Man, I scored very low on all the things too.
We scored the same shit, bro. Like you had much higher, but it's pretty much the same pattern.
Same pattern. It's just yours was more.
But that's why I need to guys tell you. You should never trust what an 8 core tells you. Pragmatist, please. Please, bro. Don't trust. Like, if you see me being open, like I'm actually expressing fucking being human, that makes sense. But you guys should never trust what an 8 core says. And I'm not saying trust in terms of like, but what he says about any feeling, what he says about what he doesn't feel, what he doesn't experience, what's deep, what's not deep, you cannot trust them. You can't. I swear to God. Because they will believe it and they will genuinely tell you that they're okay. While they just had a fucking emotional meltdown raging at someone. 10 minutes later, they'll tell you, oh, no, they were completely fine. You're crazy. So don't ever listen to an 8 core and actually believe they're fucking shit. Please read the fucking books and know better. Don't believe me. I'm full of shit. I'm denying shit to my own self. It's crazy. Read the fucking books. Fucking read the books. 4V for a minute.
The test literally said that low score.
What you say?
I'm saying the test literally said that low score means suppression or denial. So like, there's no other way around it.
A psychologist test told me that it's denial. Can you fucking imagine how fucked that is? And wannabes, emasculated men, right? LARPers online. They think it's cool. That's so cool. You dumb motherfuckers. Nothing is cool about that. It's annoying. It's annoying because you actually care about introspection. You actually care about knowing who you are, about knowing how you're actually like. You don't want to spurg at someone and then say, I'm not actually angry. I was just passionate. You don't want to do that. You don't want to terrorize people, bully everyone, and then be like, I'm fine though, like nothing bothered me, you know. My parent died yesterday, but I'm not bothered. I don't know why. I just want to traumatize people. It's not healthy. If you actually care about introspection and learning, this shit is very fucking annoying. Now, when it comes to 1-4V, please don't ever fucking confuse it with 1-4V in any way, shape, or form. 1V subjugates every single phenomenon to its standards. It obeys by its standards and laws. No 4V bum is ever gonna do that. They don't give two fucks. So that's a big difference. It's not similar. 1V can't even act on its impulses. I'm sorry. That's how it is. There's rigidity in the type.
Pro-social nature.
Pro-social nature. Thank you, broski. Fuck. It's cool to be a night chase with a knife almost all your life. I wish I had the awareness of Enneagram 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you guys my sexual forness here. Many times I thought to myself, I hope, I wish. Many times I would revisit traumatic experiences, fucked up shit, because I'm thinking to myself, I wish I can experience this pain and this just fucking how fucked up it was, so I understand that it happened. That I don't forget that it happened. That's what happens. I wish that I could fucking live it, because I want to feel it. I think many people are scared of it. You know what's crazy? It's almost masochistic. I wish I could fucking feel it, because then I know I'm fucked. At least I know. You know. I wish I was. Force have it easier in that way, but they also have it more shitty. You know, you guys coping. Heavily.
Man, all I can say, I'm happy I'm not a 4, man. It's just pain.
It's
Fuck,
very
I can
painful.
only imagine. Fuck.
Either 3V is not gonna be glazed, and 8 will be seen as cringe. The problem with I'll tell you something. The problem with people and their perception of 8s is that whenever they saw someone that they thought was cringy, they would type them anything else other than 8. Because 8 is not cringe. 8 is a very non-cringy type. So if you see someone like Tate who's cringe, we need to type them something else. So the truth is, what's gonna happen is, hopefully, finally people will start seeing what is actually in front of them. So this over-masculinized, macho, cringy, try-hard, domineering character who's competitive, likes to brag, likes to be exhibitionistic, that's an 8 core. No more all of the dumb shit. No more, that's not an 8 because 8's not cringe. No, that's 8, that's cringe. And we need more of that. Yeah, let's bring just 8 cringe. Whoa. Fuck. For Enneagrams. You know what's crazy? Like, I feel like I relate. My wife is an Enneagram 4, and we relate to each other on a deep fucking level. Which is funny, right? Because she's much more introspective, but we do relate to each other. We appreciate each other on a deep level. What are some of the changes in typings, real or fictional? I didn't think too much about it. I think Trump could be like a social 8. I'm thinking maybe he could be a social 8. Or people type him sexual 1, but that's, you know. I think Vi from Arcane is definitely SP8. I think Tyler Durden, that's a tricky one, because when I was reading the SOA, I could still see social 8, the hierarchy and stuff, but it's a tricky one for me. Trump's to fit more SX8. Why though? Like, Trump is a hierarchical leader. Where's, like, you know, why would he be a sexual instinct? His whole life is just about creating alliances, utilizing people, hierarchies, being on top, being the chosen one, the fucking, wow, look at me, I am the president, I'm the savior. I'm very skeptical of a sexual 8 for him. Are there any good types for EFLV other than SP2? I don't know. I don't know. You know what the fuck you should start doing? Type the subject, not the person. That's what I've been doing. Maybe FELV. I never cared about SP too much, so I don't know.
Someone is talking about Trump and his business acumen and being an SB8. Most, from what I've seen, most businessmen talking about Trump, like proper businessmen, not people born to a fucking billionaire, anything like that. People who true and tested businessmen. They always doubt Trump's acumen in business. And it's true. It's true. He's been helped a lot by his father in many ways. So that idea of Trump being a pure businessman, it is not really essential to his character. You guys have to know that was shaped mostly by his circumstance. People, business people, a lot of them say that he's not even that well. He's not even that good of a businessman, you know? That's number one. Number two, where is it in Trump's nature to be security focused, protection focused, right? Survival. You don't see that at all. You see a need for expansion and influence. Charismatic, expansive, extroverted, taking the position of a messiah, right? Of a fucking savior, basically trying to save the middle class America, if that makes sense. Just how it's written in the fucking book. A fucking cause that he's fighting for, putting himself on top and hierarchically distributing everybody beneath him. It really does seem like fucking socialite through and through. Nothing about him to me says sexual 8 or SB8. SB8s don't necessarily move like that.
Hank Schrader's always seemed more SPA to me than socialite, no important. People using Hank Schrader as this great example of a socialite. Why the fuck they would do that is beyond me, to be honest.
That's back in the social 9 SB social 8 times. Because there's no similarity.
His whole life is not just his presidential run. Of course, but why are you typing him as this very passionate, romantic type? Like, what the fuck? Do you think that's Trump? Because from what I know, he doesn't give two fucks. What's up?
His whole life, what he's really been doing out of his own initiative is putting himself in the front spotlight, such as the TV, reality TV, running for president. He's a businessman by circumstance, not by choice.
This is, by the way, Pragmatist. It's Reza. He's an SP8. He is FL. He types as FLVE. So you are correct. High physics, low emotion. See?
But how
You're
did he
good
know?
with it. But if only you gave me a clear
he...
motherfucking answer and we could settle the debate. You're gonna give him a fucking answer, but me, I get doubts. I get fucking doubts, more doubts, and doubts and doubts and doubts. Fuck.
Bro, how the fuck did he guess that? Yo, Pragmatist, how the fuck you guess
How'd you
that,
fucking tell us your secret, Tell us your secret juice. Yo, but then I tell you that he's a smart guy before the stream.
Yeah, he did.
I did tell you that,
shit.
right?
What the
He's
fuck?
a smart guy. He's geeked out. Do you fit it? If you don't fit it, don't type it. If you fit 1F, you fit sexual 7. Type it. As long as you do your research and are sure of it. Your temperament is very obviously high physics, high emotion. And okay, my eyes are fucked up. But listen, if it's, let me just, this is not ASMR. I like you, but it's not ASMR. If my fucking temperament is high physics and high emotion, why are we struggling about my type? Hey? If we already fucking know that my temperament is high physics and high fucking emotion, why the fuck are we struggling about my type? What the fuck are we doing? Hey? What the fuck are we doing? Just slap the third volition on me and fuck it, okay? Like, who gives a fuck? I don't know. Do something. Man, what the fuck? Reza's choleric phlegmatic. He is, yeah.
Yeah, I would score that shit.
He is. Bro, in real life, the difference is pretty big. I'm not gonna let. I mean, look at him. He's chilling. He's in the bag. He's in the bag. He's chilling. He is chilling. Just look at the contrast in how you guys talk. I mean, yeah. By temperaments, you could guess a lot of types. Seems pretty sanguine. Not first, by the way. But I have a message to anyone who thinks who thinks I'm sanguine first. Anyone in this world, you are one of the most brain dead individuals, probably collective, that I have ever fucking witnessed in my entire life. And that says a lot, because I've been in typology community full of mentally ill people. Now, before anyone jumps in and says, oh my god, but you're rude, you talk about improvement and you're rude. It's almost as if me dissing a bunch of people doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't really indicate growth or lack thereof. Jesus Christ. Reza talks flatly. Is this guy streaming an ISTP SLE8? The guy in the... Yo, Reza, come on, speak the fuck up, bro.
ISTP SLE8, huh? Okay, that'll be my badge from now, I guess. ISTP,
Okay.
huh? How does that look?
That fits you. You're an ISTP.
Okay, that's Sigma shit. Okay, I take it.
Was given based on your right. I'm currently on board with the train with secondary openness to some sort of VFEL. And you know what's crazy? I considered VFEL. Fuck. But how will we explain the level of expression in a VFEL that you see in me? As you said, the temperament of high emotion. How are we gonna explain it without mental gymnastics? That's my issue. But I was entertaining VFL before all of this. I'm like, okay, so if I'm not VFL, maybe I'm VFL, but then I ended up in a high emotion regard. But I'm just curious, how can we make this work without mental gymnastics? Rust, when you ask this question about intimacy, you should have answered it in the closet. Don't be gay with it, though. Don't be gay with it, though. Perhaps you're an example of the weakness of POI. Come on, I'm not that fucking special. I'm not that fucking special, man. Fuck. Ah, fuck. I mean, did you read the fucking book? I mean, you tell me, like, do you think they're tryhards? I mean, when I read it, yeah, they're fucking tryhards. They are tryhards, bro. Like, when I was reading it, not necessarily like politics, but they're tryhards. Action oriented fucking tryhards. Not Goku, by the way. Let's state this though. Not Goku. No more Goku. No more like friendly neighborhood. I'm in the fucking neighborhood, you know. I'm friendly. I have friends. No more of that shit. That's not a social aid. It's decapitation. So Goku, he's something else. Goku, something else. Like a 9 core. Unironically, a 9 core.
Yo. I want to ask you. So, what do you think the fucking everyday manifestation of, like, the layman manifestation of social aid is it gonna be? Is it gonna be always be a fucking social justice warrior? Like, I don't know if that's fucking realistic, bro. Like, is it always gonna be concerned with fucking social
Pragmatist, you need
shit?
to answer my question, buddy, by the way. I need your fucking information, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna answer you, Reza, too. My brain, bro, like it's everywhere right now. But about the VFL shit, pragmatist, answer, help me, man. Come on now. So you were asking about the layman's like average day expression?
A fucking everyday just fucking social aid, bro. Is it
I
gonna be a
mean, the
social
social aid
justice
I
warrior? I
know,
don't see it.
as you know, was
Yeah.
involved in a gang, right?
He's not a
Outlaw.
typical manifestation. He's extreme.
I mean, fuck, you know. Um, I mean, he is extreme. Okay, he is extreme.
Fuck, we're talking prison. We're talking juvie. We're talking. Come
Okay,
on,
that's
man.
extreme. But I think the Duke, one of the guys who is a moderator, I interviewed his father, and I typed his father as a social aid. His father is like a normal guy, but very action oriented. A very cool guy, very nice guy, but like an activist. He's an activist actually. Um,
Mm.
so an activist trying to make life better for some minorities in work and stuff like that. Very indulged, still very engaged in the social mission, but very he uses action to get things, to get movement. So he seemed like an average manifestation.
Okay, that makes sense. Also, Rashira was talking about another average manifestation.
Iggy,
It's kind of
yeah, Iggy,
interesting.
yeah. I could see her. She's just chill lady who ran from home, and when she sees a girl being oppressed, she steps up for her. That's not a bad example. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, yeah. The SO8 you were talking about. No, the SO8 I'm talking about. I was wondering the one I know. I type him high emotion and I type him high volition. So he's in a weird. Um, he's in a weird place, you know. Tolstoy maybe, I don't know, but he seems
Would
high
he be
emotion.
fucking what? Low physics stuff? That's crazy,
It
right?
would be VEFL because of how Sigma he
BFL
is.
3F
Yeah, I know it seems
for
ridiculous for
social.
someone who's so
Yeah.
capable of violence and shit. Where the fuck is pragmatist when I need pragmatist? Man, where the fuck is celestial to argue against pragmatist when I need that to happen? I mean, that's crazy. Pragmatist, I just need your knowledge, bro. Like, where you at, man? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Fuck. Why don't you invite them to my podcast? Where the fuck is he? Yo, pragmatist, do you want to join the call? Hey? Do you want to join the call?
Yo, that'd be dope.
We're gonna be dopey, but I need explanations. I need knowledge and I need to fucking have this shit settled because I was settled until I met you. Until I met you. Fuck! He's not
Damn.
fucking home. Of course he's not home. It's 7-hour time difference. Fucking amazing. Pragmatist, bro. If we go this VFL route, how do we justify the level of expression and that Twardowski archetype? What? How? Like, let me. I'm curious. Let me. Come on, man. Bounce off this one. Javier, I swear to Javier, by the way, man. I don't want to do public decapitations, but bro, how is my autobiography doing, man? Because I will have you type my PY. Javier, you will type it. You'll read my autobiography. All of it. 25 pages, by the way, guys. 25 pages. It's fucked. Okay. What do you mean I will not? Why would you say that, though? Why would you say
Come
you
on,
don't
Javier,
fucking
man.
do?
Do the man a favor.
Oh, hell
Dude said,
nah.
fuck your PY, bro. Straight up. He straight up said it. Like, fuck your PY.
Oh,
Come
hell
on, come on,
nah.
Javier.
Nah.
For me, man. For me, do it. Do it for me, man. He gonna come after you, bro. There's nobody to save you on this.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker.
It's an Enneagram analysis.
But you see that? You see that?
Like he's the one, you know, saying it's gonna be this and that. God damn, Javier, easy with that shit,
Easy
man.
with that shit, Javier. People die for less. People die for less. Best bet is saying that your split is around your emotions. So you both feel a lot and value it, but are coped about it. But the expressiveness is odd. Okay, Rashiro. It's not difficult to say, okay, you are 3E because actually, you become desensitized and there's a weird, you were very emotional as a child. Now you kind of went through this PTSD. Now you're kind of like trying not to be and whatever the fuck. It's weird. But then you also, at the same time, very expressive with emotions that don't indicate vulnerability. I guess you could do it, but how is that Twardowski at that point, Like, I'm not as vulnerable as, for example, Pushkin. I'm not as vulnerable as many of those, people. So I understand, but also at the same time, the expressiveness is a bit of a fucking difficult thing for me. Difficult thing. So I know for sure I'm not first physics. I know that, and I know Pragmatist was a bit surprised, but I'm not. So I must be something. I must be something like, either way, second physics, some bullshit like that. But I don't know, bro. Fuck.
But yeah, Rashiro, man, listen, I spent like a couple weeks with Russ. I've seen a lot of that emotion aspect, and for him it manifests basically 1 second he's fucking expressive, he's going off, right? Easy, it comes easy, it goes easy, right? He's fiery with it, very passionate. Next moment he's fucking almost like just completely stoic. And he doesn't really fucking internalize the emotion, bro. Like he just goes off. He doesn't even like is not really aware of that emotion. That's what I saw from him, bro. That's what I saw. So I don't know what the fuck that would be in PY terms, but it's very evident that's really how he is like
But
to a
wouldn't
to a
the
T.
fact, but that wouldn't the fact that I'm so unaware of it and I'm not like processing the emotion be a sign against being third placement? Because I was talking to Celestial.
Exactly.
I was talking to Celestial, and he told me that the third emotion is very sensitive, and they often process and they're fixate on their emotions and shit. They can't help it, but there's turbulence. And for me, I feel like everything's outside. And even when I'm expressing, I'm not aware, cold or warm or, you know, I'm so externalized.
He's
So I
not
don't
even
know.
aware of internal states. Like if you ask him, yo, you were just expressive, but you seem kind of like low energy now. He's completely unaware. He's like, what? I'm just chilling.
You're closer to someone who sets the tone of emotions around you with your intensity and expression than someone as guarded, vulnerable, and internalized. That's exactly.
That's exactly how to put it. Yeah,
Exactly.
precisely. He's like that. There's no process with this shit.
And Reza, we met in person. Reza is 4E. He types 4E, right?
Yeah,
And the difference was big because I feel like I was the one
tremendous.
expressing, and he was being influenced for positive or even the negative. Because, again, when I suddenly, my mood changed, I wasn't aware why it changed, but I became, very unresponsive, not like animated. I became almost, it's a certain mood I have. There's a certain coldness to it. So he was kind of caught off guard. He's like, what the fuck, it's sudden. But it affects everyone around me. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it should fucking affect them because I'm not doing shit to them also. But yeah, what the fuck? I'm just yapping. To me, it's a fuck. I'm just yapping. How would you answer the question about some people like me, both in their worldview, which indicates, but also. But they already type you EVLF, broski. You're cooked, man. You and me are both cooked. But the difference is that you're not third volition. Nah, fuck you, man. Even the SP guy reading it, you say he has such moment. That's the only thing. Yeah, fuck. Emotion has two purposes. Damn. But for Brovsky, first of all, sexual fucking 8 and 4E to me is so fucking weird.
I'm pretty good example of 4E. Imagine me being a sexual eight. How the fuck does that work? The most expressive fucking eight, passionate 4E. Come on now. No. Mm-mm. No, no, no.
Yeah, and the thing is, and I really am, bro, I swear to God, I'm trying to be as accurate in how I explain my emotions to people. Because it's important, right? I'm trying. I can't. It's hard. It's hard because I don't know what to say. I can either say, it's, comes and goes. But people, are you warm? Are you expressive? Well, yes, I'm expressive. Yeah, but I'm expressive in coldness too. If I'm cold, I'm really fucking cold. If I'm withdrawn, I'm withdrawn. If I'm angry, I might not be screaming, but you'll see it on my face. Right? So, I just feel like it's such a jerk off. It's such a fucking circle jerk concept. Who even thinks about their fucking emotions? Listen. I'll tell you guys why I used to think I'm 4E. Do you want to know the reason? I'll tell you. Guys, I don't give a fuck about emotions. And you know why? Because if I express something, I just express it. And I move on. I don't give two fucks. Those weepers and everyone's crying, weeping, big fucking deal. La 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 la. Moving on. That's what I used to think. But you know what the problem is in that mindset? That's just result emotion. So I'm kind of cooked. Yeah, and also saying like I'm not emotional. I'm not emotional. Like bro, I swear to God, I used to say I'm not emotional. You know? I'm not emotional. Like what the fuck? You know? Like and again depends, right? If I'm in that mood, I'm not really entertained by people, I can come across as unemotional. I will just talk like this. I'll show you. Yeah, I mean I don't know why he would do it, but it's definitely weird. And just like that, just complete fucking flatness. And I could easily be that way, right? Oh, it's unemotional, but it's more fucking complex than that. It's I don't think it can be explained, guys. I'm sorry, I don't think it can be explained. I don't believe that. I don't think it can. Are explosive, passionate, romantic, change expression would quickly, yes, live by their color experience. They're compared to storms or volcanoes in highs and lows, regardless of manifestation. I mean, what you think about this, Reza? I mean, I think people would describe me as this, I guess.
Are explosive, passionate, romantic, change and express move quickly. What do they call it? Experience. Exactly, bro.
So
Exactly.
you think this
Exactly.
fits?
I'll say, yeah, fits perfect. Fits perfect with what the fuck you see. But I'm curious to know 1E's relationship with internalizing emotions and shit. I know it's result. It's not processed, so maybe there's not a lot of internalization. But is that true? Is it true that 1E will express shit fiery and passionately and change moods quickly, but has zero internalization? Is it like written anywhere? With that, because if it is, if this is related to result or something like that, then it is 100% fitting him. 100%.
So your argument, your thought is, you want to know, does one internalize emotions in what sense though?
Yes, I want to know the relationship of 1E with internalization. Is it that 1E feels everything extremely fucking deeply on a very deep level, or is it all surface level and unprocessed? If that makes sense.
Do you
I
think
want to know
what you
because
see
I don't
from
know that
me, do
much
you
about
think
it.
it's deep or no?
Absolutely not. It's to the point where the person in front of you can tell more about your internal emotional state than you can. In a very almost decapitated way, like is complete disconnection.
That's a good fucking point.
It's almost like what's the word? Alexithymia?
Alexithymia.
Alexithymia. It's almost like you can't even name the fucking emotion.
Okay. I pragmatist, answer this question, bro. Actually, ask him again, please. And pay attention. Pragmatist, fucking pay attention, man. Just for a second. Come on now.
Yo, pragmatist, check this out. Is
Pragmatist, check this
so
out.
I know one side of 1E, passionate, right? Expressive, strong mood, strong, expressed quickly, comes and goes, right? What is the relationship with internalization though? Is it 1E that the ones to feel emotions the most? Or do they internalize emotions heavily, very fucking internally focused? Or is it that their result they're very fucking unaware? Because if that's the case, if it's the former, then I mean, if it's the latter, then it will fit Michael, or it will fit like completely, completely. But if it's the former, then I don't see it because he's the type of person where you're sitting in front of him, you could tell his emotional state before he would know it. That level, that degree of disconnection. So like, If you answer this question, if we're able to fucking
Yeah,
know
that's it's over.
what is
Once
the
if we
relationship,
ask if we get answer to this question, it's over.
it will fit you perfect. But if there's internalization,
Like
then
you mean
I'm
like oh
sorry.
oh my god I feel bad like that like
I'll tell you what. No, no, no. I'll tell you what it means, internalization. Yo, pragmatist, if you can hear this. Someone who is extremely attuned to their emotions. Extremely attuned to their emotions. They almost live in that landscape. They don't just know how to name their emotions, they fucking live in it. They experience everything in full color. And also internalize and spend time in their emotion, in their introspection,
and
right?
I don't yeah I don't.
He absolutely doesn't. So is that related to 1E or not? I just don't know. So he said he'll respond in two parts.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I feel like resulted. I'm very resultative though. I feel like that's the biggest quality about my emotionality, and maybe that's why I used to think I'm 4E because it's so resultative. But when was the last time you cried? I mean, I don't remember, and I'm not saying this because fuck y'all, and I'm not saying this because like I don't remember. It's been 10 years, but I don't remember because there's something moved me lately. Maybe not that long ago. I think I don't cry. I'm not like a crier. Like I'm not a crier. You know, if I get emotional, it's kind of like my eyes get watery, and then I feel that. You know, but it's not like let me cry. No, no. Whenever I cried, it's always been I feel it. You know, but I'm not like fucking weeping. And I don't cry about the dumbest shit, for example. Like some people cry about the weirdest fucking shit. I don't cry because I'm offended. I don't cry because, I don't know, for whatever reason, you know, regardless. Uh, Shit that, to me, that makes me emotional is stuff that is sentimental in nature. Um, Regarding things I care a lot about, you know, like my wife, even my father, my past, my, you know, my father, the death of my father, stuff like this. When I met my wife for the first time in 3 months, she left. I was PTSD'd, bro. Like seriously, when I fucking left the airport, I was PTSD'd. I wasn't like, but I felt the fucking emotion come over me, bro. I tried to stop it, but it came over me. I felt the fucking darkness. Everything started having zero meaning, bro. Like once she went away to her country, the first time I remember, I was like, what's the point of going home? What the fuck is the point of going home right now? You know, like I don't get that shit. So that's how it felt for me. But I'm not like one of those like cries. I feel like I cry over very meaningful shit. Shit that's very meaningful and deep, you know, but I'm not here to jerk myself off in terms of crying. Reality for 1E is shaped by their emotion. It's less that they live in a deep and more that their emotions guide their acting. Yorezo,
Yeah, I was reading this actually, and
what you think?
it seems like 1E, of course, since its result, there's not a lot of rumination. There's not a lot of process going on. And so it easy come, easy go, fiery expression and all of that. And You know how in the fucking Sexual 8 book is described as whimsical or goes freely on its desires, free of all constraints? This is what the one he's talking about sounds like. And since that's the case, it fits you fucking fully. It fits you fully from what the fuck I've seen from the 2 weeks I spent with you. There's no rumination necessarily. There's no fucking process going on like a 3E would. But there's harsh and pretty fucking loud expression. Intense. So that makes perfect sense. Like reading that, it makes sense. It fits.
I would
One
say
is
so.
not
I'm
supposed to be.
resultative, right? And I think I'm resultative, so my emotions it can seem shallow. Maybe because
Yes.
it's a big expression, but then it quickly fades off. And usually people think that's shallow emotions because like genuine emotions, they stick to you. For me, they don't. You know, I always said they might not see it that way. Might see it that way.
It's not necessarily they live in a deep emotional world, and more that their emotions guide their acting in the world and overflow into how they interpret it. Makes complete fucking sense, right? They might not see it that way, but it is. Emotion is their hammer. Instinctive, overabundant, highly contribute to their worldview, etc. From knowing you for a long time now, I know that you are a very emotive person. You value these passions more than other things. You value your passions, personal passions, more than other things. They're the motivating factors in your life. It's the instinctive factor for you, passion. So that, in a sense, fits 1E fucking perfect. Especially the way Pragmatist is putting it. It is overt. It expresses. It is intense, but it is in no way process related or internal. You see, he says 2E and 3E are more nuanced and deep in most people's definitions of the term. Meanwhile, 1E and 4E are more black and white. Exactly.
And you know what's
Exact.
interesting?
Mm,
I have this pet peeve, right? And I feel like this is also gonna lean into first emotion. Um, and it's a fixation of mine for a long time. I
mm.
don't want to suppress my self expression. And I had people come to me many times on my YouTube. Man, I really liked your content, but you were swearing and you were kind of rough. And so I always think to myself, I'm not gonna stop swearing or expressing however the fuck I want is because you don't like it and you think the content would be better. So go watch someone else. You're not ready for it. Go watch someone else. But this is a small thing, right? But I remember having arguments with people, meeting in other people in real life and making connections. It was also about like of being overwhelming to them, and in a way being a bit overwhelming because they're introverted. And I often would say like, so I can't fucking be myself. Like, so what the fuck, like I can't just exist. Let's say I'm gonna be nice to them, I'm gonna be normal to them, but because of my energy and how I cannot fucking express that because I have to be quiet. I have to fucking not say that because some fucking dickhead's not gonna like it even though I didn't do shit. So I oppose that. I oppose those things because I should be able to express however the fuck I want. If I'm in McDonald's in Germany talking about prostitution and fucking prostitutes in Amsterdam, and there's a fucking lady to my left, grandmother looking at me, I just give her a stare because if I want to talk about that in fucking public, I should be able to do that. If I'm walking and let's say I swear, oh fuck me, what the fuck, holy shit, someone's like, oh, why should I not be able to do that? I'm not harming anyone. I'm not doing anything bad. So what the fuck?
Tell me that doesn't fit 1E, bro.
And the thing is, it's true. It is true. I'm in public. And you know, I don't even pay attention to how people react to me. Can you fucking believe that? I'm in public expressing shit, being myself. I don't know who the fuck's looking at me. I don't know. I don't pay attention. Why should I? Who the fuck is spamming? Ross is the true rebel. Listen, to be honest with you, I'm not crazy, you know? Like, I'm a well-adjusted individual. I'm a well-adjusted individual. I'm a well-adjusted individual in society. Right, Reza?
Yeah, man.
Reza said it nice. Reza once told me, bro, if people would see you, they would think you are a very unfiltered and outspoken individual. And I think that's a way to paint it. I'm not crazy. I'm quite nice. If you get to know me, I'm nice.
The way you would point him out in the crowd, you would say, yeah, very outspoken, very passionate. That's how you describe him if you see him, you know?
I savor negative emotions when I'm alone. That's the difference. That's a cope. You're coping. I don't do that. Now, it's not that I've never done that. You know, many times I would listen to songs and music and get to that fucked up emotional headspace and, you know, fucking get fucked after a relationship that went to shit. I've been there, I've done that. But to say that's consistent and it's like a thing right now, no, it isn't.
Pragmatist was talking how it manifests differently in every type, so
The
that's
only
also
way
something
someone
to
could
go on.
justify being 3E is the way with 1V. But that's a cope, yeah, but that would have to be a heavy cope, I think. Like, oh wow, guys, he has none of the weaknesses of low emotion. He can seduce, he can attract, he can arouse. He's fearless with expressing it. He's nuanced to a degree. He's shameless with it. Okay. But that seems, you know, like, yeah, it would have to be kind of high key justification, like high key mental gymnastics.
From what I know, 1v3E is the most stoic type. 1V limits the expression of the 3E to a pathological degree almost.
If social aid is extremely hierarchical, how does SCE still work for this? Guess what other type is extremely hierarchical? SCE. Why is a type that has super ego TI literally in the vulnerable place not hierarchical? They are hierarchical. 100% they are hierarchical. 100%. Million percent. 1v3E is usually the most stoic. Yeah, that doesn't fucking fit me though. But guys, listen, if we look at the big picture, at my whole life, okay, at my whole life, justifying third emotion is hard. It will be very hard. So much shit I'm not gonna say on the fucking stream. I'm not gonna come on, man. The fuck? And aren't they fluid with their place? Holy fuck, no, they're the opposite. They are the opposite, bro. Like an SCE? Hell no, bro. Their hierarchical approach is rigid as a motherfucker. Motherfucker.
It's a neurotic relationship with
Neurotic,
hierarchy.
bro. They are neurotic about positions, systems, everything. How are you hierarchical? For the way I'm hierarchical, right, is whenever there is, even in the community, even in the Discord servers, even in that, for me, there are either two options. You are either on top or you're not there at all. And that's how I always fucking operated. Because I don't want to be put in a position of subjugation in a hierarchy. Same way why I was sacrificing financial security just to have freedom in my life. I was broke. I didn't even earn much money. But I was willing to do it because I'm not gonna work in a fucking job, have a boss tell me what the fuck to do, and have him tell me when I can take leave, and he's gonna talk to me like he's my father. Which, by the way, I want to talk about this. People are normalizing this concept of a boss talking to you like he's scolding you, like he's your daddy, and he's telling you, you're not gonna do that. You cannot do this. You need to do this. You need to do that.
People
Like,
normalizing this shit? God
what?
damn. People internalizing this shit?
People
I
like,
mean, sorry, normalizing
they
it?
normalize that in this kind of 9 to 5 job, and they're okay with that, like asking daddy for permission. So
Oh, fuck.
I refuse to put myself in that situation, even if it means I'm gonna be poor and broke. Luckily now, I have a good job. I'm grateful. And I have a beautiful relationship in my job. No issues whatsoever. But that's how it was. They're actively normalizing, but it's like that for ages. It's been, and the thing is, they want you to be normal, to normalize it, is because you are part of the workforce. But for me, it feels very weird. How is a grown man telling me when I can take my day off or when I can do it? If I make a little mistake, I need to go to his office and I need to get spanked like I'm in a principal's fucking office in 5th grade. Does no one see how pathological this is?
Disgusting, right?
Right, like it is sick. It is almost sick, but people are like, bro, like, of course that's normal. Like, that's not normal. That's what your father did to you. That's what your mother did to you. Your boss ain't your fucking parent. Now, if your boss is your parent, that's different. But boss ain't your fucking parent.
Russ and Reza are your normal everyday E8.
Not necessarily though. Because self-expression has to do with one E. So if you are the most pressed about not being able to express yourself a certain way, specifically, why is this 1V, bro? Like, why the fuck? 1V is 1V restricts its expression, broski. It doesn't just express whatever the fuck they want. That's like the opposite. The best way to tell someone is 1E is by understanding what emotion is and how the first function as a hammer. If the individual combines these ideas, then they're 1E. And by the way, when you say a hammer, what does that mean? For example, something happens. My first reaction is to get angry, is to get indignant, is to raise my voice, is to start to rant, start to blah blah blah. That does that mean now I'm using first emotion as a hammer? Is that an example of that? Even, or let's say I get disappointed, I get frustrated, my mood is down. Now I'm fucking grumpy. Now I'm negative, and everyone around me is like, bro, what the fuck, man? Can you be more chill with it?
Someone was saying we're like normal everyday eights. I mean, right now we're very well adjusted, but if you ask me personally, man, I had a crazy fucking time before.
You were this constraint 90 motherfucking 5.
Crazy shit.
95 clinical, 65 extreme 80, 95. There's nothing normal about Reza. Nothing. Not even a bit. He's sedated. If he was not sedated, he'd be fucking motherfuckers up left and right. Left and right. He wouldn't be able to go out without fucking people up.
Crazy shit.
Now me, I'm a bit more chill, but I'm interpersonally cooked. I was interpersonally cooked. Simultaneously a weapon and a tool. Primarily the most powerful influence. Guides and directs them, but also defenses them. So, by the way, does this also mean like emotional influence? Like impacting people, making them feel a certain way, but being the one who's directing all of it, rather than just yelling and spurging the fuck out? Like, usually I'm the latter, but I feel like I can still... I'm personable, you know? I can meet people. I can be very fucking personable and very good at that. So, I guess that would still work, yeah. Fuck.
Someone asking what does sedated mean? Like if I'm on meds. No, it's just I reached a certain point in my life where I'm way more fucking chill. Way more fucking chill, you know.
SU who military usually break in TR rules without they know it. Broski, you think Sean Strickland is an Enneagram 7, which you're typing one of the dumbest, most monkey brained, like brain rotted, Trump loving, hyper violent, rebellious people as a 7 core. A guy who can't even fucking read or spell and is so concrete in everything he does with zero thinking. Zero. You think they're Enneagram 7. The difference between EFV and ELV. Why is it funny, broski? Like, tell us about the difference so I can understand. Is the ELVF weeping? Is it the crying like, please, please, no, you hurt me, you hurt me. I'm sad. I'm gonna now go around and sulk in my own pain because no one really likes me, no one really respects me. Like, is it like that or what? I noticed Russ changed his name from Russ to Tapaji. You are very perceptive. I like that.
Damn.
I like that. You're very
Yeah, I just
perceptive.
realized.
I respect that. I respect a man who is very perceptive. It's like that, Russ. Come on, man. It's not. It cannot be that bad. It cannot be that bad. Guys, we need to make it simple. I'm expressive as a motherfucker. I'm intense. I'm impulsive as fuck with no constraint, right? I'm physical guy. EFVL. I mean, it's a simple thing. I think we're overthinking this. I think we're sitting and like, was he? Like, it's simple. It's simple. Okay, listen. And actually, never mind. You're probably on your phone, so it's. Tell me after the stream, maybe. But is it like. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, yeah. Oh my god, please, no, what the fuck? Please tell me, right? How are you typing one of the most physically oriented, concrete individuals who does not think ahead as a fucking 7? You're fucking with me. Why are you fucking with me? Don't fuck with me. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. You know what's crazy? Nina is the IE. That's the crazy part. This guy had one job and he fucked it up. Okay, guys, listen. No. I'm sorry, broski. Don't go to the stream saying shit like this. He's all over the place. He's a 7. 7 core is called Ego Planner. Ego Planner. It's a type who's idealistic, who thinks fucking in the future, who distorts the world that they live in. Hyper intellectualized individual. Please don't tell me Sean Strickland is fucking Enneagram 7 because he's all over the place. That's like saying I'm a fucking Enneagram 1 because I have a mustache and I'm raging at you right now. Which, by the way, many people do think that. Which shows the level of brain deadness in this fucking community full of degenerates, mentally ill clowns. Most of you non-mentally ill individuals, I love you. I like you. You are great. People in the community are awesome. We have the best community. Many of the other clowns, no. Okay, but listen, seriously, 2 minutes, we're fucking off.
2 hours, man. Golly.
Oh my god, this guy, man. This guy, man, he's trolling, guys. Don't worry about him. Reza is like a bear, or he can blend in the background. You don't know he's there. You don't know he's there. He's chilling, but then boom, just like that, you are like, where am I? You are in hospital, buddy, and I'm not the nurse. I'm the fucking doctor. So what the fuck happened? Who smashed your head the fuck in? Or was it Reza? That makes sense. Okay, yo, this is for Reza.
Hit me with it.
Check it.
Andrew Tate, huh? Andrew Tate. Listen, personally, man, I never related to that fucking fool. Never. Never related to Andrew Tate and anything that he does. He's a talker, man. He's a talker. He's not really a man of action. His past has been fabricated. He's been putting himself in front of the camera and letting his expression only without any actions behind anything. He's not really what you would think of when you think of an SB8. Plus, he's not like fucking hell. Like, bro, where is the survival focus? Where is the security focus? He talks, yeah, he does talk about shit, but where is it truly? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't see it, honestly. He's fabricated his whole fucking way into fame, but I don't see any true actions with anything that he did. He's also very fucking mentally focused, even though he tries to put on a fucking face of like being this macho guy, etc., etc. But he's not truly like that, you know. He's way more cerebral than what people might think. I mean, I think people see it too. He doesn't seem like a gut type, honestly. I would type him actually SB7 way before SB8.
Okay, that's funny. Broski, I don't type for E anymore, you know. So, what the fuck? I don't type. Sorry, I do not type 1E. I mean 4E anymore. So I cannot answer this question. Um, it's a mirror reflecting the emotional landscape. Look at me right now. Ignore my words, right? Let's just say I don't type as anything. What do you think would like what do you think of that? Am I mirroring, am I reflecting an emotional landscape and reflecting it? Who am I reflecting? Whose emotional landscape am I reflecting? So let's think about that, right? And you will get your answer. The answer is I'm not reflecting shit. I think, yeah. I think that's the fucking brutal fucking truth. That's the brutal fucking truth. Have you ever felt like your intensity is wrong or excessive? Um, you know, when I was the more neurotic I become, meaning like when I tap into more the tendencies of myself, more more negative ones, I tend to be very entitled. I don't know think. I don't give a shit, at that point. Like, I don't care, like if people think it's too much, it's excessive, it's violating, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what they think, what they feel about it, it doesn't matter. Now, healthy, right? Sober minded, I like to call it. Sober minded. I, um, I don't want to overwhelm the other person. Like I actually don't want to do that to them. Um, Yet I do, But I try, if they tell me that it bothers them, I try to listen. I try to be like, okay, listen, like even if mine, even if I have a tendency to be like, oh, so I can't even fucking be myself. I can't even express most normal things. But I understand that this tendency is just reactivity and defensiveness. That in reality I probably should listen and be like, hey, it bothers them, so I should kind of maybe it's tone it down a bit, because sometimes I see that almost as a restriction, and I need to be careful. Someone comes to me says you shouldn't say that, it feels like a restriction. So now, but who are you to tell me I shouldn't say that? That's my thought process. So that makes me defensive. So I need to always be careful about this quality and recognize. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Good night.
Nah, man.
But we have to tell him to be restrictive. Yeah, you know, it's silly and it's dumb, but that's how it is often, you know. Like, I think it's your natural fucking your natural response. It's that sign, you know, because again, you've grown up, people telling you you have to be this, you have to be that, you cannot be this, you cannot be this, you cannot say this, you cannot do that, this is bad, but this is good, you can only do this. So you keep hearing this, and you are exhausted by it. And I don't think those people have a right, they lose the right to tell you who you should be or who you shouldn't be or how you should be like. So that's what happens. So now when you hear it, someone, you know, your natural reaction is always to be combative. Someone comes to me, tells me, oh wow, you are such a rude man, you should watch your tone, you know, like, my reaction is not gonna be like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like, what the fuck, you know, it's gonna be hostile. I'm gonna be like, no, if you don't like it, don't be around it. Simple. So yeah, but I think with maturity, you understand that this is just defensiveness and this is just stupid. So I try to be reasonable, you know, I try to be reasonable. I'm gonna sleep before the daily weeping session, one boy. I think you're talking to someone else though. Reza, look at what he said. Look at this motherfucker.
Nah, he ain't talking. He talking to somebody else. There's no chance. There's no chance. Yami Zach, man, who you been talking to? Who you talking to, bro? Who you talking to? Who you talking to,
Who you
man?
talking to? Who you talking to? Reconsider your motherfucking words. Real quick. Who you talking to?
Damn.
Exactly.
Okay.
Rage
Okay.
Bay failed. Easy. Man, fuck you. What you gonna do about that now? Now I'm bouncing, motherfucker. Guys, by the way, was nice talking to you. Let's next week, let's maybe we can get Ring on. Let's get Ring on, or I'm gonna stream either fucking way, Ring or no Ring. I'm streaming. I need to stream. So bye bye guys. Great talking to you guys. Hopefully all of you are enlightened by having those experts in the chat. Whatever the fuck. But I hopefully it's we're learning. Hopefully we are learning new information, and we are only gonna keep learning. We only gonna keep growing. So thank you, Reza, for being part of the stream.
Thank you for having me on, bro.
Of course, broski. Come on now. Of course, my brother. Come on. But guys, see you next week. Stay motherfucking tuned. By the way,
guys.
SP4 interview. I'm just waiting for the SP4 to get fucking healthy because they're sick. I can hear them. They're sick. Anyway, bye bye guys. Bye bye.